Hello, friends. In today's discussion on GK, let's look at the first question. I guess that's on sport. Tennis. Which tennis player defeated Norway's Casper Ruud to collect a record equaling sixth ATP finals title in Turin? Now, two things here. ATP is Association of Tennis Professionals. This is a men's association, ATP, Association of Tennis Professionals. The women's equivalent would be WTA. What is it? WTA, Women's Tennis Association. Okay. Now, Turin is a place in Italy. Place in Italy. Okay, let me take you. In fact, the company Fiat was first started here. It was started in Turin. That's why the T in Fiat. Okay. Fabrica Italiano Automobili Torino. Torino is the Italian name of Turin. Okay. So anyway, let's clear this and get on with the business of discussing sport. Djokovic won this. This is a tournament for, I guess, the top 12 players or something, 8 or 10, 12 ranked players. And this year, like the previous years, Novak Djokovic of Serbia won the tournament, won the title. Serbia. This, as it says, was a runner-up. This guy, Casper Ruud, belongs to Norway. He belongs to Norway. Let's look at the men's doubles title. The men's doubles title. The title, only the winners, okay? Doubles winners. Rajiv Ram of US and his partner Joe Salisbury. Joe Salisbury of the UK. Joe Salisbury of the UK. Okay? So that's a little about the doubles and the singles winners. Could be, since I mentioned WTA, I may as well bring in WTA. I want you to write about WTA here. Okay, WTA finals. Write this WTA finals. Where was this held? It was held in Fort Texas. Fort Worth. I'm sorry, Fort Worth, which is in the American state of Texas. Fort Worth, Texas. Okay. Now, it was won by. Well, I'll just give you the name of the winner. No one. I mean, I don't want the runner-up's name. Like it's the runner-up in the case of ATP is Rudd. It's in the question. So the winner was Caroline Garcia. Caroline Garcia. Okay. Of France. Yeah, Caroline of France. I guess that should do. I don't even want to tell you about the names of the doubles title winner, Veronica and Elise. Veronica Kudermetova of Russia and Elise Mertens of Belgium. Don't write, not required for exams. Which institution released the seventh edition of the statistical publication titled Handbook of Statistics on Indian States? It was released by the Reserve Bank of India. The Reserve Bank of India. This is a very fat book and PDF you could buy. Of course, you could download it for free. The best part is that you could download it for free. I have this handbook for several years now. I have had this for several years on my system, and this is the latest. This one also I have, bit for fat, but then it's useful. Okay. So, who's vice chairman of the Niti Aayog? The vice chairperson is Suman Beri. Suman Beri. Vice chairperson is Suman Beri. The CEO is Parameshwaran Iyer. Parameshwaran Iyer. Okay. The Minister of Commerce and Industry is headed by Piyush Goyal, who also heads two other ministries. One is that of textiles, the other is the other is consumer affairs, food and public distribution. When we discuss the last name, that of SEBI, this would be the Securities and Exchange Board of India. This is the regulator of the stock market in India. All stock exchanges and stock market in India, I'm saying markets rather, capital markets are regulated by the Securities and Exchange Board of India. It's headquartered in Mumbai. It's headed by Madhavi Puri Buch. Madhavi Puri Buch. Okay. Which country launched the Hwasong 17 ICBM, which is Intercontinental Ballistic Missile? Intercontinental Ballistic Missile. It's been dubbed the Monster Missile. Why Monster? Well, friends, it's launched by North Korea. It is about 26-meter long. Can you beat that? That's about 85 feet. 85 feet. Yeah, it weighs about 1 lakh kilos. 1 lakh kilos. And it has a range of 15,000 kilometers. Very few countries in the world have missiles that have this kind of range. Even China doesn't have a missile that has 15,000 kilometer range. They claim, but somewhere they are, they have it, I think, around 11 to 12,000. So North Korea has a 15,000 kilometer range. It can reach the whole of the US. If this missile is fitted with a light warhead, a smaller, lighter warhead, unlike a nuclear bomb, it could travel the whole of the US. It can actually hit targets on the east coast of the US, cross the whole Pacific, cross the whole stretch of North, West America, western coast to eastern coast. Yeah. So it was recently launched by North Korea, and North Korea's leader is a guy called, they don't call him president, he is the leader, Kim Jong Un. Kim Jong Un. Kim Jong Un. Then that's about it. Shall we look at the capitals? Vietnam, Hanoi. South Korea, Yoon Suk Yeol. Japan, Fumio Kishida. China, of course, Xi Jinping. Prime Minister Narendra Modi recently inaugurated the 600 megawatt Kameng Hydro Power Station in Arunachal Pradesh. Look at that. That's a park. That's a project. Okay, Kameng. I would want you to write couple of points about this. Yeah. Cost dash 8,500 crore. 8,500 crore dash. Next point. Located in West Kameng district. West Kameng district. Kameng is here. Kameng district. West Kameng district. Next. You could write built by NEEPCO, a mini Ratna public sector enterprise. Mini Ratna public sector enterprise. And power generator. You could have also written NEEPCO, a power generating mini Ratna public sector unit, and power generator. Next point. NEEPCO is 100% subsidiary of National Thermal Power Corporation. National Thermal Power Corporation, comma, a Maharatna. A Maharatna. Next. Next point. India has India has a goal of a goal of India has a goal of adding 30,000 megawatts in hydro capacity or hydropower capacity. Hydropower capacity. Hydropower capacity. Okay. Hydropower capacity. Next. Or rather continue there. Dash. This plant will contribute towards realizing this goal. Realizing this goal. Realizing this goal. Last point. This project will also make Arunachal Pradesh a power surplus state. Also make Arunachal Pradesh a power surplus state, which means it can sell electricity, which can make it earn money, which will help it earn money. See, this is if you want to write one last point, I can give you one more. Right. This run of the river plant, river plant will draw water or will utilize water from the Beecham and Tenga rivers. Both tributaries of Kameng River. So, who's the chief minister of Arunachal Pradesh? Pema Khandu. This is India's most sparsely populated state. I mean, it has the lowest density of population among all states. Okay. Next. For which of the following has the 27th Conference of Parties agreed to establish the special loss and damage fund? Vulnerable countries. We discussed this in the previous session, the V20 countries. So, which is a group of about 53 countries, though it's called V20. It comprises 53 countries, and they say that we are going to suffer a lot of damage, maybe sometimes extinction of our country, because of what we say, because of rising sea levels. So anyway, let's look at something more. I guess this should be fine. I think we discussed this in the previous class, so we'll not spend time here. Which nation topped the Portulans Institute's Network Readiness Index 2022? Um, Network Readiness Index focuses on four things. You could write this: technology, governance. Number one is technology, two is governance, three people, and four impact. And fourth is impact. IMPACT, impact. Okay. Now you could write top three. Top three. 1, 2, 3. These are the numbers that I have given here. Yeah, you could look up, you could write this. Most populous is US, second is, I'm so sorry, most network ready is the US, second is Singapore, and the third is Sweden. What is India's rank? India's rank is 61. India 61. China is 23. China is 23. Okay, but in the case of lower income countries, it's called lower middle income countries. Lower middle income countries. Okay, the highest ranked is held by Ukraine. This is the category into which India falls. 2 is Indonesia. I think yeah, it is Indonesia. 3 is India. Okay, 3 is India. One, two, three. I guess that should be it. Which year has been designated as the ASEAN India Friendship Year? This year. Yeah. This year marks the 30 years of the friendship between not exactly this year. It is combination of this and 2023. This is the what we say. This particular year will mark 30 years of ASEAN India friendship. 30 years of ASEAN India relationship. Okay, so it's been 30 years since we built a relationship with, we started building a relationship with ASEAN. And what's ASEAN? ASEAN is association of Southeast Asian nations. Southeast Asian nations. I repeat, association of Southeast Asian nations. Association of Southeast Asian nations. Okay. 10 members you could write. 10 members. Myanmar. That's 1. 2. Thailand. 3. Cambodia. 4. Laos. 5. Vietnam. 6. Philippines. 7. Indonesia. 8. Brunei. 9. Malaysia. 10. Singapore. All 10 have come, my friends. All 10 have come. Yeah, I think this should be it. So these are the 10 members of the ASEAN. Which bank launched the 7th edition of Evolve, a knowledge summit for MSMEs? MSMEs, micro, small and medium enterprises. Micro, small and medium enterprises. But specifically this year, the project is the theme rather is, you could write 2022 theme. 2022 theme, Indian small and medium enterprises. Indian small and medium enterprises shifting gears. Shifting gears. It's gear. That's how you pronounce it. It's not gear. Gear. Shifting gears for next level growth. For next level growth. Next level growth. Shall we look at how do we define MSME? When is an industry termed micro, small, medium? Okay, so micro, small, medium. Okay, so micro, small, medium. Investment. So there are two ways of finding out, these industries, MSMEs, are defined by the amount of investment and the amount of turnover. Investment has to be less than 1 crore, okay, and turnover cannot be more than 5 crores. 5 crores. So from here on, all figures I can say in crores. In crore. Okay? This is 10 crore and 50 crores. 50 crores to 50 crores. So if an industrial unit has seen an investment of 50 crores and has a turnover of less than 250 crores, it could be deemed medium enterprise. Okay, I guess that should be it. We got the definitions also. Who has become the first Indian paddler? Paddler means a table tennis player. Who has become the first Indian paddler, female paddler, to win a medal in the 2022 Asian Cup table tennis tournament? This was held in Bangkok. You could write this. Bangkok, which is the capital of Thailand. Okay. Manika Batra won a bronze. She won a bronze. So who won you could write this, 2022 Asian Cup table tennis tournament, Bangkok. Women's winner, Wang Yidi of China. Wang Yidi of China. She won the gold and Manika Batra won the bronze. Men's winners, Tomokaju. Slightly tough names, my friends. Tomokaju Harimoto of Japan. Tomokaju Harimoto. Fair? So this is the first female paddler. Who was the first Indian male paddler? 1997, Chetan Babur won a silver. 1997, long time back. Whom the following Indian dignitaries met several world leaders, including United Nations chief Antonio Guterres, on the sidelines of the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. India's Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar. Okay. Rijiju, Anurag Thakur, you know all of these guys. Shall we look at a bit about the FIFA World Cup season it is, my friends? You could write Most titles, FIFA World Cup, most titles, men's, Brazil, five. Five times Brazil has won the World Cup men's football championship. Okay. Women's, US, four times. Four times. Next. Who is, see, this year, this is in Qatar. Okay. You could write 2026 men's FIFA World Cup will be held in three countries: Canada, US, Mexico. Mexico. What about women's? Women's 2023. Yeah, women's will be held. Women's World Cup will be held in two countries, Australia and New Zealand. So in case of women's World Cup football tournament, it will be hosted next year by Australia and New Zealand. While in the case of the men's tournament, it will be the three countries, the three North American major countries of Mexico, United States, and Canada. Okay. Which country assumed the chair of the Global Partnership on Artificial Intelligence from the outgoing chair, France? India has become. What is a GPay or GPay? It's pronounced GPay. Yes, Google Pay type. Okay, GPay. So I want you to write this. Please write. GPay. Right. Global Partnership on Artificial Intelligence. Global Partnership on Artificial Intelligence. Dash. Formed, or rather aimed, directly right. Bridge the gap between theory, 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 and practice of artificial intelligence by supporting cutting edge technology, cutting edge research, by supporting cutting edge research. Next, launched 2020. Next, 29 members, currently 29 members. Next, head offices in two cities: Paris, which is, as you know, the capital of France, and Montreal, which is one of the major cities in, Canada. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Which is the only country to receive the Excel Awards 2022 for leadership in family planning at an international conference held in Thailand? So what is this international conference? You could write this. International conference on family planning in a place called Pattaya in Thailand. Pattaya, Thailand. I just want to tell you, I don't want to write anything. See, India is the only country in the world to be given this award. Excel Awards, Excellence in Leadership in Family Planning. That is what Excel stands for usually. Okay, in this case. Now, I want you to write, or rather, think a little hard about what I'm going to share. You know, we started a family planning program way back in 1951. It didn't catch people's imagination, maybe because people didn't have access to communication mediums, and the public healthcare system wasn't very strong in those days. When I say it didn't have communication mediums, I'm talking of all India radio, stuff like that. And it is also true that 68% of oral contraceptive needs, 68%, or not just oral, 68% of contraceptive users like condoms, whatever, other, like, pregnancy avoidance pills and all. 68% of such contraceptive users source all that stuff from public health sector, government hospitals, government pharmacies, and all that. Somewhere people have become a lot more aware that fewer the children, the better the quality of life, because if there are more children than what the income can support, then the kids would suffer a lot. Education is expensive. People are budgeting for everything, like these days. So one more thing you could write is that in the past, about 54% of India's population, in the reproductive age, used to take oral contraceptives. Now it's come to 67. In the last few years, 67%, of people use oral contraceptives, which is very, very good, my friends. Yeah, it's very good. It avoids unwanted pregnancies, and it also keeps the health of the woman in better shape. President of Nigeria, we haven't discussed these kinds of countries. Now, Nigeria's capital is Abuja. That's the capital, Abuja. Muhammad with the U in the end. Muhammadu Buhari is the president. Okay. And the currency is Naira. Okay. Any other country? To repeat, Brazil's got a new president, Inácio Lula da Silva. In the previous session, I had mentioned Lula Inácio da Silva. Lula is a nickname, so it can come anywhere. Okay? Yeah. Brazil, the president is Andrés Menes Obrador Lopez. This is enough. Andrés Obrador Manuel Lopez. Who among the following has been selected the Indian Film Personality of the Year at the International Film Festival of India held in Goa? Chiranjeevi. Konidala Chiranjeevi. He is a Telugu mega star. In Tollywood, as Telugu films are often referred to, he is a superstar. Mega star is his nickname. Okay. You could say that I grew up watching his films. He is my favorite actor. Yeah. In Telugu films. So, to give you some more dope, I wrote a few things here because I found that these are very difficult to remember. So I'm going to give you some dope on International Film Festival of India. Please write International Film Festival of India. Wherever things are tough, I'll spell the names. Okay. International Film Festival of India dash 53rd edition. 53rd edition. Goa. It's always held in Goa. Okay. Right. First one. Country of focus. Country of focus. France. Next. Golden Peacock. Golden Peacock for best film. For best film. Best film. What is it? I have electric dreams. I have electric dreams. Electric dreams. Electric dreams. This is directed by Valentina. Sometimes they ask you who's the director. Valentina Morel. As I told you, I'm looking into the sheet of paper here because I found this to be pretty difficult to remember kind of data. Next, Silver Peacock. Silver Peacock. First for best director. First best director. Okay, that is Nader Saver for his film No End. For No End. No End. No End. Next, best actor. Best actor. Wahid Mobasheri. Wahid. For the film No End. No End. No End. Next, best actress. Best actress. See, the prizes go like best actor male, best actor female. But I have, for clarity, I have given, actor, actress kind of thing. It is Daniela Navarro. You can say Daniela also. Daniela Navarro of for this film. I have Electric Dreams. I have Electric Dreams. We mentioned it now. Best film. Next. Special Jury Award. Special Jury Award. Lev Dias. Lev Dias. For the film Where the Waves Are Gone. Sorry, When the Waves Have Gone. When the waves are gone. When the waves are gone. Next. Jury special mention. Jury special mention. This is a film called, right? Praveen Kandregula. Praveen Kandregula for the film Cinema Bundy. Cinema Bundy. Cinema Bundy. It's a very good film. You should watch it. I guess. I think in the previous class we wrote about Carlos Suara, who's a Spanish chap. He won multiple awards for his films like Carmen. Now, why are we discussing Carlos Suara? Because he at the IFFI, International Institute of Film Festival of India, he won the Satyajit Ray Lifetime Achievement Award. I think in the previous class I had mentioned, but chalo koi baat nahi. You could write this. Satyajit Ray Film Award. Satyajit Ray Lifetime Achievement Award. Lifetime Achievement Award. Just write Carlos Suara. No, it is, I misspelled it. Saura of Spain. Of Spain. That's it, I guess. That should be it. So I wrote here everything that I shared with you. Next. In the earthquake that occurred on the main island of Java, or dash rather, okay, which is part of what? Indonesia? Yes, it is. It's a part of Indonesia. This island of Java, you can see here Java. Yeah, this is a group of tiny islands, in fact, and Java is the world's most populous island. Most populous island. Most populous island. Its population is about 14.8 crore, which is almost 50% of the population of Indonesia. Indonesia's population is about 29 crore, and you wouldn't believe, at 29 crore it would be the fourth most populous country in the world. China, India, United States, and Indonesia. Okay, in the next class I'm going to tell you about a tsunami which happened here, earthquake, underwater, and what it led to. Okay, we'll discuss it. By the way, you see this island here, this is Indira Point. What is it? Indira Point, southernmost point of India. So you see these islands here, 17,000 islands make Indonesia. 17,500 islands make Indonesia. So this is the island of Sumatra, Java here. Then you have this Bali, which is a tiny place, tiny place, Bali. Okay, then you have this Irian Jaya, Irian. Okay, this particular eastern part of the island of New Guinea, the second biggest island in the world. This is Kalimantan, which is the Indonesian province on the island of Borneo. The island of Borneo, as you can see here, comprises three separate countries. The northern part, my friends, is the northern part is Malaysia. Southern part is Indonesia, and within the northern part, that is Malaysia, you find the country of Brunei. The country of Brunei. Name the Indian Film Festival organized by the Indian Embassy in South Korea. Sarang. I'm not going to discuss this. There's not much to discuss. Identify the 2024 Paris Olympics and Paralympics mascots recently unveiled. These two. Okay. This is Frigis, and I want you to know that Frigis is a kind of a soft conical cope. This you can see here. Typically, it's conical, and the top of this would fall on the head. It's just a kind of a tassel. It falls on the head. It's like what Santa Claus wears or around Christmas people wear. Okay. This cap is also called Liberty Cap. Liberty Cap. It's a soft conical cap. The 2024 Paris Olympics and 2028 Summer Olympic Games will be held in Los Angeles. Los Angeles. Identify the online orientation program launched recently by Prime Minister Narendra Modi for all appointees in the various government departments. Karma Yogi Praramb module. So Karma Yogi, someone who's who lives his life like work is worship. Praram means beginning, of course, and this is for all government, all those people who are appointed in government jobs. It's a uniform module. Uniform module. The fourth edition of the India-Pacific Regional Dialogue was inaugurated in Dash with the theme operationalizing the Indo-Pacific Oceans Initiative. Indo relates to India and Pacific. Our presence there is already irritating China. So this was held in New Delhi. It was held in New Delhi. Port Louis is the capital of Mauritius. It's the capital of Mauritius, where the Prime Minister is Pravind Jugnauth. Mauritian rupee. Maldives. We'll stick to the simple things. Maldives, we already know. Ibrahim Mohammad Saleh. That's the president, Ibrahim Mohammad Saleh. And the currency is Rupia. Is it? Rupia. Antananarivo is the capital of Madagascar. Madagascar. Capital of Madagascar. The president is Andry Rajoelina. Andry Rajoelina. And the currency here is what is this? Ariari. Ariari. Yeah. That's about it, guys. Colombo, as you know, is the capital of Sri Lanka. Which Indian wildlife biologist has been honored with the Champions of the Earth Award, which is the UN's highest environmental prize in the entrepreneurial vision category? This is Dr. Pratima Devi Burman. She is Dr. Pratima Devi Burman. She did her PhD in one particular animal, and you could write this, founder of Hargilla Army. Hargilla in Assamese means stork. She calls herself Stork Sister. You go to the UNEP website, you will find a video of hers, and you will find a lot of good stuff about her work. She lived in an area which is also the largest stork nesting colony in the world, where storks would lay eggs, would give birth to their eggs. So largest nesting colony of storks in the world is where around that in that area she lived. But one day she saw one person chopping a large tree which had a large number of nests. And when the tree fell, lots of birds, the young ones died, the eggs broke. So she was quite hurt, and she decided to do something. And initially things were tough because people never took to stork. But she sensitized them. She brought in people. And today people are the stakeholders in ensuring that storks survive, in fact thrive. Yeah. It's only because of her work, my friends. You should watch that video. Very, very heartwarming. Look at how ordinary people can change the world, my friends. Can change the world. Yeah. Which country recently signed a 27-year natural gas supply deal with China, terming the deal as the longest ever? Qatar. Qatar's in news for right or wrong reasons, but it's in news. You could write about Qatar. Capital Doha. King is Tamim Al Thani. Al Thani is the name of is a surname, is the name of the royal house, ruling house. And the currency is Riyal. Okay. Now I want you to know something more here. That Qatar is going to host it's already hosting 2022 men's FIFA World Cup or FIFA Men's World Cup and 2030 Asian Games. Okay. Something more you could write. Third largest gas reserves in the world. Third largest gas reserves in the world. Third largest gas reserves. And 14th largest oil reserves. Third and 14th. Third gas and 14th oil reserves. I say third largest. Who are the top two? Which countries are the top two? In brackets you could write after Russia and What is that second one? Russia and Iran. Russia and Iran. China is the largest consumer of natural gas in the world. It needs uninterrupted supply of gas, oil to power its economy. Okay, so that's the case. The UNICEF partnered with Dash to promote films with the child rights perspective at the 53rd International Film Festival of India. National Film Development Corporation. National Film Development Corporation. Okay. NSD is the National School of Drama. National School of Drama. To repeat, NFDC, National Film Development Corporation. FTII is Film and Television Institute of India. Film and Television Institute of India. Next. Massive protests erupted at Apple's Foxconn facility in China, disrupting the world's largest iPhone factory in Zhengzhou. Foxconn is a Taiwanese company. It's a company based in Taiwan. Why don't you write this? Foxconn. Original name is, you write, original name is Hon Hai Precision. Hon Hai Precision. Hon Hai Precision. Next. CEO and chairperson is Yang Liu. Yang Liu. You could write one more thing. World's largest contract manufacturer or contract maker of electronic devices. Electronic devices. Dash. Fourth largest technology company by revenue. Fourth largest technology company by revenue. Okay. In India, they have a factory. Yeah, they make Apple iPhones. In fact, what does it make? Not just the iPhone. In fact, 70% of the iPhones in the world are made in one factory, at the Foxconn Zhengzhou factory. Okay. Now, nearly 3 lakh people work here. Can you beat that? It is true. Now, guys, I want you to know something here, that Foxconn does not own anything of its own. I mean, does not manufacture any of its own brands, but it does manufacture stuff for other companies. Now, this is a Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus, but it is made by Samsung. But if it were an iPhone, on the back of it, you would find that it's written designed in California, assembled in China, Vietnam, whatever country it is. Now, what else does Foxconn manufacture? Foxconn manufactures all of Apple's products, iPads, other devices, Macs, all kinds of things they make. Okay. 2, they make almost all kinds of electronic devices for Microsoft. Microsoft's Xbox is made by them. Okay. Nintendo, which is a gaming company which makes WII, it's pronounced V gaming console, is made by them. They used to manufacture phones for Nokia, for Samsung also. Yeah. You name a company, they make devices for them. I'm not kidding. Yeah. But they don't own any brand of their own, actually. The WHO has warned about the global imminent threat of measles. Identify the correct statements regarding measles. All of them are right. In fact, I think it's actually making a comeback in some parts of the world, which is quite dangerous, my friends. It spreads very fast. It is believed that if infected person comes in contact with 10 people, at least 9 would get it. and it spreads through mainly through cough and sneezes, air droplets. Very, very bad. But it's also true that if a person gets it once, there is no likelihood that the person would get it again. Okay. The second round of the Foreign Office consultations between India and Uganda was held in New Delhi recently. Identify the correct pairs about Uganda. Uh, Kampala is the capital. You can see this is Uganda. It's a country that I first learned about when I was, when a guy called Yoweri Museveni came to power. I was 10 years old. Yoweri Museveni came to power in 1986, sometime mid 1986. I was about 10 years old. That's when I heard about this country. And trust me, ever since then, I have been greatly interested in this country. There is a country here called Rwanda. Yeah, these two countries. There is another country called Burundi. Where these two countries in Africa. Apart from this, there is a country called Ghana. I am greatly interested in the history of that country. But of course, most of us have our own interests, isn't it? Kampala is the capital, shilling is a currency, Yoweri Museveni is the president. Nairobi is the capital of Kenya. You can see here. Nairobi is the capital of Kenya. Okay. Which state celebrated the 400th birth anniversary of the 17th century Ahom? Ahom is where the word awesome is more or less related. Okay. Ahom General Lachit Barphukan on 24th November, his 400th birth anniversary was celebrated. The great, Lachit, Barphukan was from Assam. You could write one particular thing. You may get this in the exam. Yeah, Battle of Saraighat. Battle of Saraighat, 1671. This is near Guwahati. In fact, it's more or less a part of Guwahati. Battle of Saraighat, 1671, between the Mughal army. It was led by a Rajput ruler, and Ahom kingdom led by Lachit Barphukan. Dash. Battle won by Ahom kingdom, and after that the Mughals never came back to this part of the world. Yeah.